To just settle down here, I do want to just sort of go through the stage, sort of get their reaction to what's going on in terms of the geopolitical complexity. And I do want to start with the Minister of Sri Lanka first. And when we go back to April 2nd, Rose Garden, a tariff negotiation, announcements here, was that a new wake-up call, or is this something that has been brewing, somehow challenging the Asian economic model of manufacturing here and exporting to the United States?
Yeah, thank you very much, all panelists and all participants here. I'm very thankful because this great opportunity to us as Sri Lanka, a beautiful island country, representing first time myself in this forum. I want to say one thing, that is this topic is Asia at risk in this century. I think this is the century of Asia. Because of that reason is now is all emerging countries like China, Vietnam, India and Japan in here. Sri Lanka is a big, not a big country, it's a small country, but we are in with the shape of the all other big economies and countries under their cooperation and their assistance. Especially I'm very thankful to People's Republic of China. We are with the cooperation of BRI, with the relation with our port city, our ports and all us now is contributing with the China. The other thing is that we want to identify several factors could hinder a delay of full realization of what is going on in the Asian region, especially in the economic slowdowns in our countries. Other thing is the geopolitical risk and the demographic challenges, environmental threats, and internal political dynamics all represent, these are presenting that hiding our capacity. For example, economic slowdowns mean this era is economically, we find out that there are so many opportunities to us as countries like our old countries. But these several internal disputes and the external issues are hiding our capacity, hiding our strength, and that like in our countries there are identifiable geopolitical risks, especially with this ongoing war. Ongoing war is delay our successes, especially in the China, India, even in the Pakistan and India, there was some issues and the regional conflicts. Also tension of this South China Sea, like that, should be resolved. Other thing is that demographic challenges, aging population is high risk of the Asian countries. Not only.
Yeah, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on, does this somehow bring Asian countries in the region a little closer together? Because there has been a lot of talk about new form of globalization. Sure, Asia has benefited from globalization for decades now. The model that actually has benefited the region greatly. Is that being challenged? I think that is really the question. And perhaps you can pick up on that angle as well, Sarah. How does Indonesia fit into this sort of new world order that we're thinking about and spending time talking about here?
Would you like him to continue first?
Sure, I think you can give the answer.
We'll definitely come back to the minister, don't worry about it.
Indonesia as an example.
Thank you so much, and it's such an honor.
Because we spent a lot of time talking about fragmented manufacturing and tariff negotiations, and I'm sure many of you spent a lot of time talking about technology and what that does to sort of the future of Asian region and so on. But I do want to bring in a different angle here, and that is soft power. Minister Handunati, given the cultural heritage that Sri Lanka has, and I come from actually the world of K-pop, so very proud of that as well. But just walk us through what you think in terms of the importance of soft power, because that could actually bring in different level of understanding between different countries and different regions as well. And Asia is an emerging star in all this.
Yeah, but it's a problem. I was to raise this. All our 4 countries has a capability of the tourism. Sri Lanka also are destinations of the best tourist destination. Not only that, Indonesia, Hong Kong, Vietnam, and even China. all our countries' potential is the tourism. We are in the heart of the center of the Indian Ocean, Sri Lanka, beautiful country. But there was so many problems, issues regarding the past few decades, drugs, human trafficking. Within all these are in the problems raised in the tourism. We are now facing with the problems like that. Okay, it's not for the distribution among through the Indian Ocean, all other areas also. Now we have to have a collaboration with all our countries to overcome these difficulties. All our countries are very beautiful countries because it's not like comparing with our other regions of the world, but we have a natural potential. Not only Sri Lanka, India, and other countries. But the problem is that, one thing is that, other thing is the migration of our workforce, mobility, from Asia to other regions. We are with the free education system. In Sri Lanka, totally the free education system. From level of the primary level up to graduation. But we are manufacturing, and we are the skilled laborers, highly skilled laborers, but they are moving from our countries to the Europe, the West. We want to get the potential benefit from that, our young generation. As I mentioned earlier, the aging population is high in our countries, but we have no opportunities to younger people, younger generation. With this new era, yesterday in Chinese delegation mentioned it very clearly that AIization, this era is AIization era of our region, Asian region. Now this AI technology, digitalization is the main task of our countries, in Sri Lanka also. When these potentials, if we have identified really with our people, benefit to the people. I want to say this thing, in Sri Lankan new government with the Chief President Anukumar Disanayaka, we are now formed 21 cabinet ministers only that. We now in the government with the free, all are with the corruption. Corruption-free country now, Sri Lanka. I can give the assurance now to the all investors. Please come to Sri Lanka with the potential for the investment with the free of corruption. With the past decade, 3 decades, we had to face so many problems with the corruption, allegations of, and other thing is that type of the drugs and the man problems, the natural problems. We had to face even in Indonesia and myself, our country, the tsunami. But these are not the natural disasters, these are the manpower disasters, man-made disasters. But we want to overcome these difficulties. If we have a possibility to be honestly overcome these disasters, these threats, we are the region in the next century. I can assure it.